All right, my beautiful, degenerate money hunters, listen up. I mainlined the entire internet today. I guzzled tweets like they were overpriced champagne, injected AI trading charts straight into my veins, and let me tell you, it's a wild, wild market out there. We're talking trade wars, Federal Reserve mayhem, some absolute mad lad lighting 400 grand on fire with Degen altcoin plays, and of course, Bitcoin doing its mysterious God-tier dance with the money supply. Strap in because I'm about to download pure crypto gold directly into the part of your brain that still functions after watching too much leverage liquidate your portfolio. Let's go! First up, the news. Coin Bureau is sounding the emergency alarms, baby, and they're not wrong. The U.S. China trade war is still cooking after 7 years, and guess what? It's hitting our crypto bags. Tariffs are cranking up like the price of meme coins during an Elon tweet with a juicy 30% squeeze on trade. What does that mean for us? Supply chain chaos, semiconductors in a chokehold, and inflation playing boogeyman? Tariffs mean it costs more to make everything, including the computer chips running every blockchain on the planet. If this keeps up, we might need to start mining Bitcoin with calculators from the 90s. Coin Bureau saying support for Bitcoin at 30,000, resistance for Ethereum at 2,000, and Solana bouncing around the $100 mark. In summary, ugly, unpredictable, and insanely profitable for those who know how to play it. That's you, by the way. Speaking of unpredictability, Benjamin Cowan's out here warning that the Federal Reserve's decisions are making the market's knees shake harder than a Degen realizing he put the wrong chain address when transferring his entire net worth. The FOMC meeting is coming up, and QT, quantitative tightening for you peasants, is still looming. Market corrections could hit between mid-March and mid-April, which means watch out for discounts in your favorite coins. If QT ends early, Ethereum might come out swinging, targeting 0.03 BTC. Cowan is conservative, but if QT ends soon, boom, it's jet fuel for risk assets, including crypto. So pay attention, because watching the Fed is like knowing whether the casino's about to increase the house edge. Smart traders play accordingly. Now, before we hit today's altcoin buffet, let me drop a quick personal story on you. Back in 2017, I was sitting at a rooftop lounge in Dubai, sipping a cocktail that cost more than your car, when a guy I just met on Telegram offered me a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get into an ICO that was guaranteed to 100x. I threw in 50 grand without blinking because I'm insane, and let me tell you, that coin collapsed harder than my liver after that weekend. But you know what? 2 months later, another bad decision made me 3 million. The moral of the story? Risk pays when you embrace the madness, but you gotta know when to exit. Now remember that while we crack open today's hottest altcoins. Today's coin lineup: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, AI16Z, Edwin, Propy, Bell's Coin, Colon, GPU, Paye, Bubble Maps, Lee AI, Blendart. Let's feast. First up, Bitcoin. Lark Davis has lost his mind, and I love it. He's tying Bitcoin to gold's price action and says liquidity increases mean we're looking at a range of 84,000 to 91,000. That's right. We're talking about Bitcoin making bankers cry in their sleep if these macro trends hold up. Cathie Wood, that magnificent financial chaos demon, says she sees Bitcoin at 1.5 million by 2030. Now, I don't know about you, but if that number's even remotely possible, you're gonna wanna be DCAing into that bad boy starting yesterday. Ethereum. The market's been side-eyeing it, waiting for a breakout. If QT ends soon, some analysts see ETH bouncing to around 0.03 BTC. Now, that might not seem huge, but we are talking big money rotations. Altcoin Daily puts Ethereum alongside Bitcoin and Solana as the best picks for huge gains. So hold, accumulate, and prepare for ETH fireworks post-FOMC. Solana, the comeback king of 2025, sitting around $100. Kyle Chassis says the old altcoin season meta is dead, and he might be right. Institutional money's moving differently now, and retail traders alone aren't enough to send things parabolic. Lessons learned? Be careful aping into low caps without major catalysts. Which brings us to the wild, high-stakes, straight-jacket-worthy Degen plays. Crypto Gains is turning his pain into content gold, sharing a $400,000 altcoin bloodbath, currently down $128,000. Absolute legend. AI16Z is draining his wallet by 11K, Colon has lost him 199K, but Bell's Coin has pumped 21% like a drunk sprinter. His secret sauce? Throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. Not a strategy I'd recommend unless you enjoy watching your money evaporate for fun. But hey, one or two of these might just moonshot. And now, time for a macroeconomic assessment. You think this U.S. China trade war is happening in a vacuum? Wake up. This is a coordinated financial knife fight, and crypto is stuck in the middle. Guess who wins when governments push economic uncertainty? Hard assets. Bitcoin, Ethereum, commodities, they thrive during chaos. Institutions know it, and that's why they keep accumulating when retail panic sells. So you ready to be a sucker, or are you gonna do what the pros do? All right, rapid fire lighting round. If you only remember 3 things, make it these. 1, Bitcoin around 84,000 is key resistance. Watch for a break. 2, Ethereum wants to move, but needs a liquidity injection from the Fed to pop. 3, Degen plays are either gonna make some people rich or break more hearts than a Tinder swindler on speed. Choose wisely. Final takeaway, markets are volatile. The macro gods are throwing curveballs, but opportunity? Oh baby, it is everywhere if you've got the guts to grab it. Stack smart, keep dry powder, and for the love of all things blockchain, don't go all in on Coin. Smash that subscribe button like you're smashing the buy button before the next pump, and I'll see you legends in the next one. Bullfort signing out.